Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's been a while since I've actually posted a video on here. About 2 weeks since my Pokemon deck profile that I did, and nearly about a month since I've actually done a Yu-Gi-Oh video. Things have been just a bit crazy for me over the past few weeks and past month or so, just between trying to deal with school, some of the car troubles I've been having over the past couple weeks. Also, things financially have kind of fell through at home. But I'm doing well. Things are kind of seem to be picking up a bit, and figured since I have a little bit of free time now, I'd give you guys a quick update, an updated deck profile on my Trap Monster deck. So I actually have made a few changes with testing this a bit, and I feel like I've finally gotten to a build that I feel really satisfied with. Like it's about as consistent as it'll be. It pretty much has enough to cover its problems. It's problematic meta matchups as much as it can be. So feel pretty satisfied with this build for the most part. So of course, starting off, we have the free calculator, the win condition of the deck, the 2 card D for draw power. Still running a 2 fire hand and 2 ice hand. This is mostly just because you really don't have any good normal summons in the deck, really. And this is just really good because you can get rid of problematic cards that can really get in the way of your strategy. You can thin out your deck, you can stall for time, and then also you just have floaters that help you to go into some of your rank 4 plays. Then for the final monster, we have the 2-effect Veiler because some of those non-targeting or non-destruction effects, like say Castel, Trishula, things like that get around, say, Imperial Custom are a pain, so Veiler's just really good for stopping those kind of things. So now on to spells. Starting off, we of course have the triple pod duality since we don't special summon on our turn much, if at all. To go along with that, we have the triple Upstart Goblin, which are now unfortunately commons. Kind of going along with me talking about some of the financial issues we've had at home lately. I did have to sell off my Ultra Upstarts, but luckily I was still able to get a play set of commons in the same deal, so I at least still have them, but I don't have my gorgeous Ultras anymore, which is pretty sad. Then we have the 2 Magic Planter, since there's a lot of times where you just have an extra Imperial Custom or a dead trap monster you don't need on the board, and you just rather draw some cards and hope to draw into something like a statue or another combo piece you need. Then for the final spell, we have the 1 Raigeki. Then for traps, we have the triple Statue of Anguish pattern, of course basically the combo maker of the deck. Then we have the Free Abyss Stun Ray. I actually took out a Metal Reflect Slime to bump this up to 3. I like this a little bit more than Slime just because it basically does the same thing defensively to where you just can't get over it in battle, whereas with Slime it's a 3,000 defender, so it's hard to get over in battle. And then with Stun Ray, you can at least kind of play offensively with it, attack it with its 1900 body. And then of course it is a level 5 light, so you go into rank 5s and potentially even go into Pleiades as well. So I do like Abyss Stun Ray a little bit more than Reflect Slime, which is why I bumped it up to 3. Then we still have the 2 Cyber Shadow Gardener for the amazing wombo combo it has with Statue of Anguish pattern. 2 of each Tiki, the 2 Tiki Curse, and 2 Tiki Soul. Their effects honestly don't even come in that often, but Curse is pretty decent for its 1800 attack, and then of course the fact that they are level 4 does come in handy as well. Then we have the 2 Zoma the Spirit. This one I think comes in handy a little bit more than the Tikis just because I can crash it into another monster and deal damage. Again, an 1800 attack isn't that bad either. Then we have the free Imperial Custom to of course protect our trap monsters. And I did also have to sell off my Fiendish Chains recently, so I've replaced that with Breakthrough Skill. Although I think that may actually be for the best in the long run. Just because with Fiendish Chain, I'd find a lot of times that it would stay on board, especially if I had Imperial Custom up, and it would just clog my back row. So with Breakthrough Skill, it does the same thing, it negates effects. I really don't have to worry too much about having to protect myself from battle when I have something like Imperial Custom that protects my trap monsters from battle. So Breakthrough Skill is just nice because you can get 2 negations out of it, and it also doesn't just take up your spell and trap card zone after you use it. Then finally we have the 1 Solemn Warning. So that was, of course, a 40-card main deck, 11 monsters, 9 spells, and 20 traps. Now on to the extra deck. Since we are playing Effect Veiler, I decided to throw in a few synchros. We have Armades, Goyo Guardian, and Stardust Dragon for level 5, 6, and 8 synchro. Then for rank 4s, we have Abyss Dweller, Karen Gorgon, Castel, Dark Rebellion, Exciton Knight, Cowboy, 101, Diamond Crab King, the combo of Ptolemaeus and Diamond. Then for a rank 5, since I do not own Pleiades, I instead am playing number 61 Volcasaurus. And then instead of Gaia Charger, I actually did pick up a rank 7. It unfortunately is not Mecha Fanaby, Strakosak, or Big Eye, which would definitely be the best two to choose from, but I decided to pick up a Master Blade since it was only a couple bucks. It's still pretty good. I mean, you know, if it gets targeted for anything, you just negate that targeting effect and destroy a card. So it can definitely apply a lot of pressure against certain matchups, but if you do have Dracosac or Big Eye, I definitely would recommend that over the Master Blades. And now to wrap it up with the side deck. So starting off, we have the one Thunder King Ryo. Definitely, if I had Mistakes, I would be playing Mistakes over Thunder King because, of course, you can protect Mistake with Imperial Custom, but Thunder King definitely isn't a bad alternative. Then we have the 3 MST in the side. Then we have the 2 Necro Valley and 2 Zombie World. Necro Valley, of course, is there for those graveyard-heavy matchups that like to set up their graveyard, revive things from graveyard. It's really good right now against anything that plays, you know, the Perform Mage Engine. It's good against Shaddoll, it's good against Burning Abyss, good against Tellers as well. And then Zombie World is there for that Rogue Cleafort matchup because it's kind of a tough matchup for this deck, and this just makes sure that they really can't do anything. Then we have the 3 Imperial Iron Wall, the 2 Light Imprisoning Mirror, and the 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. And of course all of these can be protected under Imperial Custom since they are continuous traps. And if I had to make space for a couple of Mistakes, if I actually did own Mistakes, of course they are a bit expensive, I would either take out a Ryo and an Imperial Iron Wall, or maybe 2 Zombie World or 2 Necro Valley, something like that, for a couple Mistakes if you do have those. So that is it for my deck profile update on my trap monsters. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, when it comes to ads, don't skip it, just click it. And I'll catch you guys next time.